magic of learning with Pokey and Pico. Once upon a time, in a faraway land in the middle of the seas, there was a very special island called Color Island, looking as if a piece of the rainbow had fallen onto it. This island was unlike any other because every color there was alive, could speak, and would sparkle brightly when discovered correctly. Two very good friends lived on this island. One of them was Pokey. Pokey was a curious and patient little boy who loved to explain things. He enjoyed teaching and calmly described everything he saw. The other was a cheerful parrot with colorful feathers. Pico! Pico was playful and funny, always saying tweet tweet, chick chick, asking questions, and adding joy to every adventure. One morning, as the sun rose over Color Island, Pokey and Pico decided to go on a great exploration. Journey to Color Island. Pokey stood in the middle of the island and smiled. "Today," he said, "we will discover the colors one by one. Every correct color will make the island even more beautiful." Pico flapped his wings excitedly. "Tweet, tweet! Be careful! If you choose the wrong color, the island might fade a little." And so, the adventure began. First stop, the place where fire shines. Pokey and Pico arrived at a warm area filled with red rocks. The air was hot, and apple trees surrounded them. Pokey looked around and spoke thoughtfully. "This color is hot like fire and bright like an apple." Pico quickly added, "Tweet! Even my heart beats in this color." At that moment, the island trembled slightly. If the correct color was said, everything would glow. And suddenly, red. The island sparkled with joy. The rocks shone, and the apples became even redder. Pokey smiled. "Yes, this is red." Pico shouted happily, "Tweet, tweet! The island turned red! How beautiful!" Second stop, the shining river. They walked and walked. Then they reached the side of a river glowing with sunlight. The water sparkled like gold. Pokey explained, "The sun is shining on this river. Everything is full of light." Pico turned excitedly. "Tweet! This color is bright like a lemon." Then a beam of light rose from the river. "Yellow!" The water began to glow yellow, as if the sun had fallen into the river. Pokey nodded. "Well done! This is yellow!" Pico laughed joyfully. "Tweet, tweet! My eyes are shining!" Third stop, the grassy field. Next, they arrived at a wide, grassy field. Soft grass, tall trees, and a fresh, lovely scent filled the air. Pokey took a deep breath. "This place feels fresh and alive." Pico pointed to the grass with his wings. "Tweet! Trees, leaves, grass, they are all this color." A gentle wind blew. Green. The grass grew even livelier, and the leaves began to dance. Pokey felt happy. "Yes, this is green." Pico jumped with excitement. "Tweet, tweet! Nature is celebrating!" Final stop, the sky game. At last, Pokey and Pico climbed to the highest hill. They looked up. The sky was clear and cloudless, and the sea sparkled in the distance. Pokey spoke softly. "Look at the sky." Pico spread his wings. "Tweet! The sea is the same color!" And the sky whispered, "Blue!" The sky and the sea shone together, and Color Island was complete. The end of the story. Now Color Island was full of life. Red, yellow, green, and blue, all were in their rightful places. Pokey smiled proudly. "You learned the colors very well." Pico chirped happily. "Tweet, tweet! You are a true color master now." And from that day on Color Island, the colors always sparkled brightly for every child who loved to learn. The rainbow gently closed, and the fairy tale came to a sweet end.